Hi peeps, we are doing an unboxing of the Oracle of the Hekatean Path by Ken Payne and Chris Butler. So a very wonderful, lovely friend of mine had done a pull for me a few months ago from this deck, and well, maybe it was last month, I don't remember, but I wanted to work with it myself because it seemed like even though some of the Scarabeo Oracle decks aren't always it for me, but decks like Lippy and Barbieri's Oracle decks I really love, and I felt like the card pull that had been drawn for me was pretty accurate. And I love and venerate Hecate on my path regularly, so I wanted to explore this deck personally as well, so I ended up purchasing it. I did purchase it on Amazon. If I remember, I'll put the link to Amazon for this deck down below. I don't make any money off of that link. It's just easier to put it there so you can find it if you want to purchase it yourself. But this is what it looks like. It's a traditional, typical Scarabeo style box. And I did take the plastic off, but I stopped there, I promise. It says, book and 60 oracle cards. From the dark depths of the night sky emerges a unique oracle deck based on the figure of Hecate, the key bearer. So let's see, I love that it's gradations of black and gray and red with white. Inside is black, yes. All right, let's see. Oh, my seam ripper is still out in the main room. I have to figure that out. So here's the guidebook, but just remember, as always with Scarabeo, there's multiple languages. So let's see how many pages we're really getting. Getting about 40 pages. And the introduction has a dedication, how to use the deck, some card spreads, and then we get right into card meanings. So there's some keywords and about a paragraph description for the guidebook meanings. Okay, so let's see, how am I gonna open this without damaging the deck or breaking my nails? My nail tech will kill me. You know, my problem is that I'm so spoiled with gilded edging decks that it's hard, like I miss them. Okay, so these guys are slippery, just so you know, definitely shiny and like very slippery, which is just something to be aware of. Like when you, if you're someone like me who leaves your decks out to breathe, when you're working with them, that might be just something to be aware of, that it's going to be slippery. It's not necessarily going to be stable. I really like the backing plain like that with the sigil and or seal. Let's see. So, okay. So it looks like there's the title and then the title translation and then a keyword on each card. That's awesome. Oh, I like this. You know what it's kind of reminding me of? Like if the fallen angels came out of the graveyard. Oh, I like this one. Yeah, see, and what I had liked about the pull too, which, thank you, V. What I had liked about the pull is that it seemed to be very practical. And I do think Hecate is a practical goddess. I mean, she is not only a key bearer, but she's also a goddess of the crossroads, right? And she helps us find things that are lost. So, ooh, eater of filth, cleansing. I like that one. So she is practical in a way, right? Because like there's a reality to her, a realness. We don't necessarily have our head in the clouds. Oh, I like Lady of the Wild Beasts. That's beautiful. So I like that. I like having a deck in my collection that can speak to that type of practicality. And I also like the weight because it's 60 cards. It's a little bit bigger than some of the other Oracle decks that I have. Oh, I like that Guardian card. And so I like that. I like the weight. I like the heft of it. And I do have to say, even though this cardstock from Scarabeo always warps on me, You know, other than the warping, the decks do last very well. There's a tarot card reference, huh? So that's a good thing. When you're reading every day like I do, it's nice to have cardstock that holds up. I'm very torn between really liking this artwork because it's kind of dark aesthetic, but then not loving it at 100%. However, I like the feel of the deck. It does feel authentic to me. And so that means it's going to read very well. So I don't necessarily need to be obsessed with the artwork in a situation like that. And with the type of work that I do, this is going to be very helpful for readings for clients as well. So I will definitely get my use out of it. Oh, I do like this one though. Look at this secrets card. I like that one. I like this one too. Yeah, I like this deck. I'm not like salivating, as you can tell, but I feel a sense of knowing. And that we're going to build something together over time, which honestly is a lot of how I experience Hecate as well. You know, she's patient, isn't she? And she sees the bigger picture. So there's a patience and a wisdom within her. Oh, that's a pretty one. And I think the artwork will pair well as a clarifier to tarot. Oh, I like that we have the moon cycles here. Or phases, excuse me. Oh, I like this next card because of what it represents. Actually, and I also don't hate that imagery. I like that. Oh, this is a very clear what that means. And maybe that's the thing with the artwork. It's not necessarily about a romantic aesthetic. It's more about being clear in what the imagery means. Like, you do look at the imagery and it matches up with the keyword, which is very important in activating intuitive understanding. So if you were new to card work, you might find that this oracle deck really helps you build trust in your intuitive voice, for sure, for sure. And then finding like a stillness within, being able to activate and access that stillness within. But yeah, I understand the use of like the galaxies and the night sky and the stars. I completely understand it. It's just not like aesthetically what I love. However, again, I do understand. Oh, I do like the Demeter image. I like the Demeter image a lot. And then we have Persephone, which this one is lovely too. Oh my God, I love the Artemis image. So now we're getting into other phases of deity that she's interacted with, if I am recalling correctly. And these are beautiful too. This would be great for building relationship with these other phases of deity if you wish to walk, if you wish to walk with them. transformation. I mean, it feels like someone who's done their research with Hecate's myths for sure. Oh, I love this one. Oh my goodness. And then we have representations of the realms, lower, middle, and upper here. Oh my God, that is amazing. Okay, this is going to be a really good spiritual tool. This is a good deck. This is a good deck. My first impressions are that it's going to be a hard worker. It's going to be very clarifying. It's going to be very realistic, accurate, truthful, and to the point, providing, you know, rooted clarity that allows you to feel supported, but that also gives you action steps in moving forward. So, as we have been doing of late, I figured I will pull one card for the collective, those of us who have decided to connect in this way by watching this video together. And let's read the guidebook meaning and just see if it resonates. Okay. So we have the Torchbearer number 16 with guidance. I think affirming what I was just saying that this deck can be for sure. So if you're feeling called to work with it, it might be an affirmation for you. All right, but let's read the guidebook meaning here. When in darkness we lose sight of the path before us, Hecate can shed the light to illuminate our path. The Homeric hymn to Demeter says that Hecate came to Demeter on the 10th day after Persephone disappeared holding a torch. And so she shines a light into our lives, guiding us through the darkness and the unknown. However, the light will only span so far. There must be some sense of mystery, and we must not be completely afraid of the dark or let the unknown hold us back. So, an affirmation today, not to let the unknown hold us back, and to connect with Hecate in order to feel guided, supported, and to experience illumination on our path. All right. Well, as always, guys, I'm sending each and every one of you oceans of love, and I will, of course, see you in the next video.